And here it is, the final product. Cuphead, supported on Linux. Physical edition from GOG. And see the spine. Don't deal. Oh. And then the back art. Now it says Steam. It's got PC recommended specs, which is awesome. And details about the game. Yeah, I think it turned out really, really cool. Just a simple print. And then open it up. And I just put some simple controls. A piece of paper here. And a little information on what version it is. Offline DRM free backup. And some basic controls and some basic tips. And I only wrote Cuphead on the Blu-ray itself. Maybe to upgrade these eventually, I could print just special paper that you just print that puts an actual label on there. But for right now, this is good, and I mean it works, and I have a offline backup of Cuphead for the computer. So that's pretty awesome. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate anyone stopping by, checking out any of the tech videos. I'm trying to produce more or make more, and find some unique ways that to use tech. And the stuff I do use or stuff I'm interested in trying to learn to figure out how to do, I'm interested in that too. But game preservation and physical media is a big one for me. So I really think that physical media needs to stay around. And this is kind of what this video is all about. Is turning a digital game into a physical game at your house for fairly cheap, as long as you got some of the stuff on hand. Like you need a computer, and you need at least a DVD burner, but if you can, a Blu-ray burner. I'm using a Blu-ray burner. It's LG. I'll put the exact model that I use down here, and the firmware that you have to like downgrade to rip 4K media. But this, I don't think you need it for this. But anyways, that maybe that's a separate video at some point, of how to like I rip the 4K movies or Blu-rays, and then put them on the server. Anyways, this is another video just about physical media, and I like collecting video games over the years. Big physical media advocate. I do collect vinyls and comics and Blu-rays and video games and CDs, and video games is a big part. And I know that like Sony has announced like, hey, we're not gonna mess with the disc. And at this time, as of this date, anyways, in like mid 2026 summer, I think they're making a terrible choice and decision about that. But because I'm gonna buy all the physical games that I can on PS4, PS5, and that's the best way to play the games. Even if you live out in a rural area and your internet's not the greatest, it's the best way to play it. Because you could just put the disc in, and then if you want to download updates, you can. But at least play the base game, right? And taking that away from people and being like, you trapping it to one system. Okay, this is a good example of like, it's a digital game, yes, because I'm buying the game off GOG, and you basically own the game like you normally would for a physical game, and you can make your own physical media. So, in this video, we're gonna take a game Cuphead, and I'm gonna make a physical Blu-ray case and a little kind of like a manual and a disc right now that you just insert in your computer, click install, and play the game. And this does work on Linux. You can use wine bottles. There's other things that you could use, but it's essentially, I'm going to show the process of me what files to download off of GOG, and you could do this for any game on GOG and turn it into physical media, and also the program I'm using on Linux to burn the discs, and kind of what happens when you put the disc in, and go from there. This is a exciting little thing to do, and I think I'm going to definitely, for now on, moving forward, just download games off GOG. If they have it available on GOG and Steam, I'll buy it on GOG. But if they don't have it available on GOG, he's gonna go with Steam. But if you can, and I will if I can, especially on sales, do GOG and then burn it to a disc. Print a simple case. I didn't use any fancy paper, even though you could use high gloss and all that. I just used standard paper, and see how it turns out. And I think it's an awesome thing to do, and a great way to turn a digital game into a physical. And also, you have an offline copy, right? Something happened to your computer, you still got the games. Actually, oh, hey, I just installed it. There. No account, no signups, no subscriptions, none of that. It's just a complete offline game, how it should be. So, yeah, I want to show the process, talk about it a little bit, and I think it's awesome. So, I hope you enjoy the process, and hopefully more people buy games off GOG, download them, and if you can, cheaply, you can find Blu-ray cases for like super cheap if they're empty, or like a bunch of, you could use whatever cases, but I just used Blu-ray and then made a simple Linux and everything, and I think it looks pretty good. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the whole process, and I hope more people start taking physical media more into consideration, and if you can, buy everything physical, of course, and any format of entertainment. If you could buy it physically, you should be buying it physically to support, and not only that, but like if you find used stuff, and there's a secondhand market, and now, like I'm telling you, like you could get you a 50 disc, 100 disc blank Blu-rays, and hey, install your own games. Just enjoy the games, and yeah, I think you should enjoy the video. Go through the process, and if this is all new to you, hey, that's awesome. Yeah, enjoy the video. All right, this is on GOG.com for Cuphead, which will be installing to the disk. So I just need the offline backup game installers, part 1. And part 2. And then once those install, it'll be ready to go to install the game onto a disk. Here's the Blu-ray blank disc with Vertimin. And here's my disk drive. Also with the downgraded firmware, of course. But there we go. Okay, now that I have the blank Blu-ray disc in, a new data project. I'm going to change the volume name to Cuphead. And I'm going to go to my downloads. And drag that on there. Go ahead. There you go. So it's just burning the data onto the disk. The Cuphead install that we got from GOG, GOG. And it's going to take a minute. Might fast forward this in the video. So I am printing a basic cover. Well, it should be turn out okay, I guess, but I'm not using fancy paper or anything. But this is just gonna be my cover for the Blu-ray. I'm gonna go ahead and load my newly burnt Cuphead into the computer. Old school style in the computer, of course. And now I'm in the Cuphead installation. And I can just go through, install. Right off my disk. And then we're going to do the install process. Alright, it finished installing. Now we can just click launch. Yeah, that's Cuphead. Well, Cuphead is plugged in. Have it completely offline. By chance they came on Devil's Game. They paid the price. And on the shelf, Cuphead goes. I guess we'll start putting the Linux games on the PS5 shelf.